Ladies and gentlemen, the
NSA's
starting
live
11.
soccer broadcast reaching a passionate audience in real time. Engage fans during thrilling soccer matches. Maximize visibility with tailored ad packages. Add 30-second or 60-second commercials for concise, impactful messaging and greater audience connection. Call 586-304-4405 and start your campaign today.
Nagel. Number 7, Paige Seitz. Number 8, Gabby Miller. Number 14, Leah Howe. Number 15, Ali Serlenga. Number 16, Peyton Gallagher. Number 20, Marley Besser. Number 21, Anna Kassler. Number 24, Kiana Barber. Number 27, Peyton Mara. And number 30, Stella Saad. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please stand for our national anthem? Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, so glad to have you here tonight for Support Local Business Night. We like to say welcome to the kids from Cedar Stars Academy and Girl Scouts of the Jersey Shore. Thanks also to the members of the Monmouth Regional Chamber of Commerce, Eastern Monmouth Chamber of Commerce, Monmouth Ocean Development Council, Navesink Psychological Services, Rebel Aim Energy Drinks, and Chick-fil-A Eatontown. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, if FC Monmouth wins tonight, you get one free order of French fries with the purchase of fries at Chick-fil-A Eatontown. And an FC Monmouth player scores a hat trick, it's buy one, get one chicken sandwich for you from Chick-fil-A Eatontown. Tonight is our penultimate game of the regular season for the FC Monmouth women. We'll be back here tomorrow night at 7 o'clock for our fan appreciation night as we take on Real Central NJ. Over $1,000 in prizes will be distributed. 7 p.m. kickoff. Get your tickets online now, and with every online ticket purchase, there's an exclusive coupon for Amici Pizzeria in Atlantic Highlands. So order your tickets now for the FC Monmouth women tomorrow night. This has been like the most
Well, this is not your fault at all. It's my. I guess I should have recognized, but I didn't even care to look at the Instagram post. James texted me. He goes, "Oh no, Chuck messed up." And I go, "That's great." Turns out, like Kassler, I guess Kassler is starting, but there's like 3 players that are out of sorts.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah. So it's frustrating, but whatever. Not our fault.
No, nobody in the stands knows.
Well, exactly.
So.
No.
But I mean,
James isn't frustrated. He's frustrated with Chuck for messing up the paper. I mean, you gotta get that right. That's brutal. And there's only 10. I'm gonna tell him. Because Chuck got mad at me one time about something, so you know what?
Yeah.
This is my get back.
Yeah, right. How do you look at this and go, oh, that's cool? I mean, there's a glaring space.
Yeah.
Right there in the formation.
I don't know if I'm live, but Chuck, if you hear that, expect a text message. I heard I have a hot mic.
You suck, Chuck. Alright, well, this is interesting. Nope, number 9 is it. Alexis is starting. She's in.
Yeah, I just fixed my own little paper here because.
21, 27, 25's in. Jack Graham. We'll figure it out.
We welcome you to Red Bank, New Jersey, here at Count Basie Park for FC Monmouth, second to last game of the season. As the blue smoke bomb lights the opposite side of the pitch, FC Monmouth takes the field in their amazing blue-colored jerseys. Meanwhile, PENN Fusion SA, the opponents for today, donning their white and red kits. It's going to be a fun matchup. FC Monmouth needs a win to stay in playoff contention, and they can qualify for the WPSL playoffs if they win out. They have 2 games this week, and it all starts today with PENN Fusion, and then they're also going to need some help. That comes from either the Delaware Ospreys or SJEB. They need both of those teams to drop points within the next couple of games as this season winds down. And a quick start here for PENN Fusion. The shot is just poked as Bianchi Nagel makes the save. With all of that being said, Chris Daly, so happy to welcome you in to the broadcast here. It's a really hot Jersey Shore summer day. I can officially say summer day. It turned to be summer yesterday, longest day of the year. And you can definitely expect a few water breaks in this game, as the humidity is just scorching right now. You add the element of the turf as well. These players are playing on a surface that is 10 degrees hotter than it is outside to begin with, as the ball is played through PENN Fusion. And Caitlin Wall working it on the right side of the pitch. Only one sub today for PENN Fusion. That will be Maddie Combs on the bench. You can expect to see her, especially in this first half, as a lot of these players are going to need substitutions. You can expect almost turns to be taken between a lot of these players. Meanwhile, FC Monmouth does have a full bench. Seitz is dispossessed and now left side of the field. A shot comes in. And again, another comfortable save for Bianchi Nagel. FC Monmouth currently sitting second in the Colonial Division That division placed within the Mid-Atlantic Conference of the Women's Premier Soccer League. Penn Fusion have been perennial juggernauts in this division. They've only gone and won it 6 separate times over the past decade. Kiki Barber wins it in the midfield. Nice 1-2 with Gabby Miller. Her ball just doesn't get behind that Penn Fusion defense. Interesting to note, these two teams did play last week. Exactly 7 days ago was a big win for Penn Fusion, 4-2. They went up early in the first half. They held a 3-0 lead. It seemed like they were going to coast in the second, but an FC Monmouth came out of nowhere and scored 2 quick goals to open up the second half. Those goals courtesy of Pangello and Kakamo. Eventually, Penn Fusion did score that elusive 4th goal. 2 of those goals came from Carolyn Hinkle, who is not on the field today, not in the 18, or should I say 13 for Penn Fusion. In fact, 7 of their starters in that game last week are not rostered today, as Ali Serlinga presses the ball and nearly wins it. Jackie Graham does well defensively to find Paige Seitz. Garcia's ball just has a little too much on it. And now it's Penn Fusion. 18, they score, upper 90. Off of the counter attack. And not the start FC Monmouth were hoping for, as Penn Fusion, with their thin bench, are able to get on the scoreline first. It's 1-0 here at Count Basie Park. It's number 27, Nina Cantor, who scores the goal for Penn Fusion. And that's a name we got to get familiar with today on the broadcast. She scored in their last match as well against Fever SC.
For Penn Fusion, number 27, Nina Cantor.
Nina Cantor is committed to Princeton. She's one of the younger players on the field. She'll be part of their class of 2029, which is a top 25 recruiting class in the country. Really talented player, ranked 115 in the nation on Top Drawer Soccer, which is not a bad rank at all, considering there's millions of soccer players her age all around the country. Barber wins it back. And here's a chance. Gabby Miller's onside. Unable to make anything of it. Ali Serlinga on her left foot. What a shot from Serlinga. What a goal. Oh, my goodness, Ali Serlinga. You can put that on SportsCenter Top 10. It's 1-1. 7.5 minutes here in Red Bank.
Ladies and Gentlemen, with a goal for FC Monmouth in the 8th minute, number 15, Ali Serlenga.
Ali Serlenga with an absolute thunderbolt. Left foot, shelves it, upper 90. A rocket of a shot, and all of a sudden we're back to tie ball game. It's 1-1 here in Red Bank. And Nina Cantor's early goal for Penn Fusion just canceled out in a blink of an eye. That's a terrific response from FC Monmouth. The exact response head coach Lou Santa Cruz was hoping for. And here's something. That's a Trivella from Miller. Paige Seitz running onto it. If you've watched a lot of FC Monmouth games, you're familiar with Paige Seitz. She was named the WPSL's Offensive Player of the Week for Match Week 5. Behind her brace against the Ospreys, a goal against SJAB, and another assist on top of that. Also had another assist against Real Central New Jersey on Tuesday night. Break for Penn Fusion. Deja vu as Cantor's on the ball. Left foot, right foot shot. And it's blocked by FC Monmouth. Cantor gets it again. Another attempt will go over the bar. Still 1-1. Alexis Garcia nicely takes the ball down. LaSalle midfielder just showing off her footwork. Great switch from Penn Fusion. The players just playing so well. As they keep looking for Cantor, you can tell she's got the pace down on that left wing. Seitz comes in for a tackle. Cantor gets it again. Glides into the 6-yard box. Cantor squares it. No one home for Fusion. Serlenga's touch was too heavy, and it'll be Fusion again to possess the ball. I'm really impressed with how they've been able to move it thus far. Quinones. Gironi cut out by Miller. One-two. It's brilliant from Fusion, and now the through ball to Cantor is poked away by Peyton Mara.
Ladies and gentlemen, Home Turf is the official training facility of FC Monmouth. Purpose-built to be the safest and most inspiring environment for athletes to train and compete. Home Turf's main field is over 15,000 square feet, and they host team practices, small group training, tournaments, camps, and clinics.
Long throw-in
for their sponsorship
for the
FC
Fusion.
Monmouth.
And almost looks like a handball. Nothing called from the referee, who's wearing a cap today. Makes sense with the heat. Interesting numbers for Penn Fusion today. They have a right back wearing the number 9, which you don't see too often. They have their number 11, Emma Stankunis, in the back as well. Gabby Miller looking to chase. Ball goes out on Fusion, so it'll be an FC Monmouth throw-in. As you can see, Adam with a nice toss alongside Neil, who did well last week, as I was away. So thank you to Neil for covering me against Med Oval. Glad everything ran smoothly up here in the press box. It's Barber. What a run from Page Sights. Perfectly timed. Stays on side. But again, pass is just too heavy for FC Monmouth. Lovely attempt, though. 13:50 into this one. Great dummy out wide from Cantor. We'll see what she can do as she puts it in. Finds a teammate. It's Kemmerly. Bianchi Nagel comes out, retrieves the ball. Nina Cantor showing off the moves yet again on the left wing. She checks to the ball, pretends like she's going to touch it, goes right through the legs. A nice little nutmeg on the dummy. You can see why they keep looking for her. Just a physical presence out wide and so technical on the ball. She'll be a great piece to that Princeton Tigers offense when she joins there in the fall. But for now, she's been causing havoc with Penn Fusion. Gironi's pass trickles its way out. But they quickly win it back. It's Wall who wins it. Now Kemmerly's ball into the box. Batted away. Yet again, a 1-2 in the middle, and then the ball is fed out wide to Cantor. Cantor on her right. You have to imagine FC Monmouth starts putting maybe 2 defenders. You're going to need some help defense, if you will, with Nina Cantor on the ball. That's exactly what happens as Penn Fusion are awarded a corner kick.
Ladies and gentlemen, House of Chong was established in 1969 with the help of family, friends, and the community. Dan and Linda Chong have made House of Chong the trusted source for quality American Chinese food in Monmouth and Ocean counties. Visit House of Chong on Route 35 in Middletown's Union Square across from the Whole Foods.
Ball into the box, a dangerous one.
House of Chong for their support of FC Monmouth.
Penn Fusion just unable to put it on frame. Runs perhaps made a little too early. Penn Fusion attackers had to stop as the ball finds its way onto their heads. Ideally would like to be running onto it at that moment. And now Kemmerly wins it. Had another great step from Penn Fusion to win the ball back real quickly after they lose it. It's been the story of the game so far. A quarter of an hour into this one. And what a through ball to Cantor. She keeps it. Finds Harkness. And now ball in. No one at the back post for Fusion. As FC Monmouth prepare their first substitute for today. Sonny Dielmo will be checking into the game as Alexis Garcia will make her way to the bench. And it's the first of many substitutions that we're expecting to see today. Weather in Red Bank is as human as ever.
In the 19th minute, entering the match is number 4, Sonny Dielmo, replacing number 9, Alexis Garcia.
Now Kemmerly to McCloskey. McCloskey, Cantor, touch inside. And the shot is intervened by a couple of FC Monmouth defenders, forming a wall, allowing no angle for that shot at all. And another direct ball over the top. Bianchi Nagel will come out to make the save. Bianchi Nagel, a rising sophomore at Marist University, was with FC Monmouth last season as well in their unofficial season. This is the first season for the Blue and Gold in the WPSL. Safe to say they've settled in quite nicely, sitting second in the table. Did mention it earlier, though. They're going to need some help if they are to make the playoffs. Maura Fisher's ball to McCloskey is successful. McCloskey scored against FC Monmouth just last week. 1 goal, and what a ball over the top. Kemmerly gets it, settles it on her right foot. Her shot just wide of the mark. Ref says it went off an FC Monmouth player on the way there. Ball in, saved by Bianchi Nagel. Arms outstretched. Fantastic save from the goalkeeper, commanding her box, but still has more work to do. It's pinball in the box. And Monmouth finally get that clearance they were hoping for, but not fully, as Nina Cantor is now on the ball out wide. Cantor on her right just dinks it in. And FC Monmouth will head it away.
Ladies and gentlemen, Salt Athletic is FC Monmouth's official cleat and glove bag. Smell proof, style first. Salt Athletic is redefining the cleat bag with premium design, odor control, and everyday durability. Trusted by athletes and teams nationwide, gear up at saltathletic.com.
Corner kick is in and so close to that second goal of the game for the Fusion. 21 minutes into this one, it's been all Penn Fusion so far. They scored an early goal, courtesy of Nina Cantor, who's been their star player so far. FC Monmouth, they've had times where they've moved the ball, but haven't really been past that midfield line all too much. And you can see here another ball over the top, and it's just too much on it. At this point, they got to start thinking about playing to feet and settling into this game. Or looking direct, however, it's just not working right now. To their credit, though, FC Monmouth's defense have held very strong against a Fusion attack that is just ruthless. And now Harkins wins it. It's a 2-on-2 out wide. Harkins puts it on her left. She shoots. It's looking to make something out of nothing. Tough angle, that. But back to FC Monmouth and their attack right now. Haven't seen all too much in the attacking third. Haven't seen them settle down and move the ball in the attacking third. So they're going to have to try to build from the back and be able to find those opportunities. Right now, looking direct with not many people up top is causing them issues when Penn Fusion can move the ball like this. It is important to note, though, a lot of these Penn Fusion players are within the same age group, and they played for Penn Fusion youth academies. The club is one of the premier soccer academies on this side of the United States. Both men and women's, they produce college players at just such a world-class rate. And they have 13 college players to show for it, actually 12. Only one sub today. Dielmo finds feet, and it's Paige Seitz, her ball. Doesn't connect with a teammate. Seitz will now work to get back defensively. Moving forward with pace, Penn Fusion finds Cantor. Now Kemmerly. And behind to Cantor, one-touch ball, top of the box. Kiki Barber able to clear it away. Barber coming up big defensively. Had a great first year at Westchester, where she will only continue to become even more of a centerpiece within their squad in the coming years as Maddie Combs comes onto the field for the first time this game. Sophomore at Alvania. And Serlinga running onto it.
Ladies and gentlemen, entering the match in the 26th minute for Penn Fusion, number 33, Maddie Combs, replacing number 32, Caitlin Wall.
That's a great spin from Quinones. Almost looks like Busquets just knows where the players are without even checking their shoulder at times. So impressive when center midfielders are able to do that. Yet another sub. Kakamo will come into the game. And a Kassler will check out.
Ladies and gentlemen, a change for FC Monmouth in the 27th minute. Entering the match, number 10, Juliana Kakamo, replacing number 21, Anna Kassler.
Unlucky handball and unlucky first touch as well for Juliana Kakamo, the Monmouth University player. Ball just bobbles up. Hits her right in the hand, and the ref had to call that one. It was right in front of him as Victoria Pangello is getting warmed up on the FC Monmouth sideline. Free kick in a dangerous spot. Enough distance to be able to put it up and down. However, it looks like Kemmerly was going for more of a cross in. FC Monmouth's Wall will be able to block it, and yet another free kick off of the late challenge. Low grass cutting ball. Won by McCloskey, whose cross in is cleared by FC Monmouth. And now Kiki Barber getting physical. Look at that. Able to find feet as well. FC Monmouth have to be able to keep the ball. It's been an issue for them. They have a handball. This is a good opportunity to reset, get in their shape. If they're able to switch the ball and move around this Penn Fusion defense, it'll be to their advantage, as Penn Fusion have, again, a much shorter roster today, but they've not been able to capitalize on that. They've not been able to make their defense run around and get tired. In fact, it's been much of the opposite. Penn Fusion have been able to do that so far, as the ball over the top of the defense, again, is just a little too strong. And Pangella will officially come in for Page Sites.
Ladies and gentlemen, a change for FC Monmouth in the 29th minute. Entering the match, number 19, Victoria Pangella, replacing number 7, Page Sites.
Gabby Miller with a good little poke tackle. And that one, meanwhile, that's a stick tackle from Jackie Graham. 50-50, highly contested. Ref eventually blows his whistle. 25-25. That is Graham on Kemmerly. Talked a whole lot about Kira Kemmerly today. And she's definitely made her name known, not just here at Count Basie Park in these first 30 minutes, but in the scope of American youth soccer. She was recently called up to the U.S. Youth National Team's U18 camp. She's committed to Northwestern. Very talented player. Her work has not gone unnoticed. Cantor glides down left wing. Working on Kakamo before she eventually cuts it back. Marley Besser with the nice block. And clear up to Diemo. Great hold-up play, able to draw a foul. Exactly what the doctor ordered for Besser. Great moves from Peyton Gallagher. There's Gabby Miller winning the ball back. She was on the left wing to start, now more central.
Ladies and gentlemen, how would you like some free stuff? Make some noise for our ball toss, presented by World Construction, the official Parks and Recreation specialist of FC Monmouth. World Construction has
Kiki
been a
Barber,
leader in
top of the box.
construction since 1982.
To Ali
Thousands of
Serlenga.
installations completed in the tri-state area. They continue
That's a
to
great
operate the
tackle,
forefront
great
of the
interception
industry.
by
Construction provides
Omatayo.
professionalism and over 100 years of combined knowledge and experience. Thanks to World Construction for their support of FC Monmouth.
Kemmerly has just been a stalwart defensively. A real roadblock for FC Monmouth to try to attack through, with Kemmerly in the midfield. Quinones has also done really well at that number 6 position. Penn Fusion's shape has also been really solid. You can see they got 3 players sitting back. Quinones just ahead of them. And so many players on the attack. Not many on the right side of the pitch right now, though. I think Gironi, if she opens up, would be able to get on that ball with so much space out on the right wing. Or at least drag Monmouth defenders with her to open up the rest of the field. Nice ball through, however, the flag is raised offsides by half a yard. Ali Serlinga will be called for the offsides as Peyton Gallagher delivered a really well-placed through ball. It's one of the better opportunities FC Monmouth have had. Penn Fusion doing well to possess the ball. Really well-coached side. You have to give Alice Badillo a lot of credit. He's the man at the helm today for Fusion. What a Trivella from Cantor, and Penn Fusion are in on net. What a save by Bianchi Nagel. Point-blank save from Damaris goalkeeper, as Bianchi Nagel keeps this game knotted at once. An attack all started with the through ball from Nina Cantor, and then it was Ava McCloskey in on net, but Bianchi Nagel said, nope, not today. And back to the Fusion. Alice Badillo, the head coach today, is the associate head coach at Ryder, where he's helped lead the Bronx to their first ever NCAA tournament appearance. A plethora of MAC semifinal appearances, as Ali Nice will come on and Gabby Miller will most likely call it a half with 10 minutes left to go here in the first half.
With a change for FC Monmouth in the 36th minute, entering the match, number 22, Ali Nace, replacing number 8, Gabby Miller.
Positive touch forward for Maddie Combs, running onto it, and Combs' ball driven on the ground. Oh, what a turn from Ali Nace. Welcome to the game. Unlucky from Kakamo. I don't know if I didn't see that properly, but it looked like the referee almost got in the way there a little bit. Suppose not, and yeah, that is definitely a foul. Speaking of the ref, he's not going to have many easier calls than that one. Peyton Mara, 2 hands extended. She pushes the Penn Fusion attacker to the ground. And a promising area of the pitch, too, for Ava McCloskey to chip this one in. With her left foot, deliver a really good ball. Penn Fusion have to time their runs properly. FC Monmouth going to need to be smart defensively. Cross just 2 inside. Bianchi Nagel gets right on it. Motayo to Kemerly, and now it's Quinones, the engine of this midfield. Cantor, downhill running, able to keep the ball in, and Kakamo actually taps it away. Yet another corner kick for Penn Fusion. Interesting corner kick. It looks like it wasn't even going to beat the first man. However, FC Monmouth didn't really have anybody at that front post, so it ends up being a designed play. Kemerly gets on it and puts it back in. Meanwhile, 2 FC Monmouth players are lined up soon to check into the game. Caitlin Pettit, one of them, as well as Stella Saad. Now it's Nita Cantor on her right, on her left, her shot. It's poked away by Kakamo. She gets her foot on it. Cantor again, header! Great chance for Penn Fusion. It's coming to the point where FC Monmouth need to make this a dogfight. They have to be tough. They have to win those 50-50s. Win the first ball, if not, get to the second ball. So if their life depends on it, it's just going to be one of those games where you need to tire out Penn Fusion. Right now, they're not able to do so, at least offensively, but you got to make Penn Fusion's life miserable if you're on defense right now. Don't even allow them to have a split second on the ball, especially in this heat, away from home. They traveled far to get here just like that. From Caitlin Pettit.
And number 30, Stella Saad, replacing number 15, Ali Serlenga, and number 24, Kiana Barber.
About 5 minutes to go here in the first half of action at Count Basie Park. 1-1, you're listening on the National Soccer Network in partnership with our great friends over at New Logical Sports, who are making this broadcast possible today, as they have all throughout this season, both for our men's and women's teams here at FC Monmouth.
Ladies and gentlemen, FC Monmouth would like to thank Navasink Psychological Services. They take care of clients aged 3 through adult, providing assessment, treatment, coaching, and consultation for individuals, families, and organizations with specific expertise in working with athletes of all levels. Their mission is to make you better at what you do and improve how you feel. Thanks to Navasink Psychological Services.
Saad goes down.
Support of FC Monmouth.
Saad will limp as she gets up. Hope she's okay. That's Stella Saad, number 30. Her first appearance, at least her first appearance at home for FC Monmouth. Plays for PDA's ECNL team currently, as well as Rumson Fairhaven, and will be going to Swarthmore College, one of the top D3 programs this fall. Bit surprised with the relative lack of substitutions for Penn Fusion. I'm sure they're saving a lot for that second half as Pettit delivers a top-class ball. It's a little bit of miscommunication out wide, though, as Pingello maybe wasn't expecting that far of a ball out in front of her.
ladies and gentlemen, we would love to have all the kids who want to join us on the field for some halftime fun to join us right now over at the players' entrance. Come on down, and we'll bring you on the field for our bubble ball matchup and more halftime fun on the way.
Been a good stretch of minutes here for FC Monmouth. They've been able to have the ball now in their attacking half as Penn Fusion finally win the ball back and are looking to counter. Bianchi Nagel commands her box, comes out to scoop the ball wearing double zeros. Jaroni, that's a great little fake take. Fake one way, go the other. The Leo Messi special. And it's Nice to Pettit. All of a sudden, FC Monmouth moving with speed. Pettit's pass, a miscue. Fisher out wide to Cantor. Princeton Tiger into the middle of the park for Kemmerly. And Kemmerly gets on it again. Dangerous position. Out of nowhere comes Marley Besser to save the day. Another big defensive play from Marley Besser. We've seen her several times before coming up just to break up play right there for Penn Fusion. And now this is a fantastic spin from Nina Cantor, who scored the lone goal for Penn Fusion. Meanwhile, it's Ali Serlinga who's been the difference maker for FC Monmouth on the score sheet. Both goals really just superb, especially Serlinga's. Her shot with her left foot just rattled the top of the net. As we reached 45 and we're in the final stages of this half. Gallagher's ball comes right back to her, almost like a boomerang, as the ref blows his whistle, and that'll be all for the first half of action. Ali Serlinga for FC Monmouth and Nina Cantor for Penn Fusion, the goal scorers. Chris Daly from Red Bank, New Jersey, signing off for the first half. We'll be back for the second half of action. Going to be a fun 45 minutes ahead.
The 20 to showcase their talent and commitment. For more information and to register, visit DetroitMercySoccerCamps.com.
Chaos FC is a soccer club in Macomb County, Michigan, dedicated to player development through professional training. Our mission is to offer a safe, positive environment that nurtures youth talent. We aim to help players reach their full potential and compete at high levels in MYSL, MSP, SP, and MRL. We provide equal opportunities for all players to develop skills, knowledge, and appreciation for soccer through top-tier training and positive coaching. Our goal is to help players grow as individuals, promoting life skills such as sportsmanship, teamwork, goal setting, and fair play. Learn more today by visiting chaosfc.us. Boost your brand with NSN's live soccer broadcast, reaching a passionate audience in real time. Engage fans during thrilling soccer matches. Maximize visibility with tailored ad packages. Add 30-second or 60-second commercials for concise, impactful messaging and greater audience connection. Call 586-304-4405 and start your campaign today.
This is Inside the Game, where passion meets precision. Jonathan Turner, Nathan Wangler, and John Natale are your hosts, breaking down every goal, every controversy, every match that matters. From the heart of American soccer to the global stage. No fluff, just football. Weekdays at 9 a.m. live on YouTube, Roku TV, Facebook, Twitter, and all listening platforms. Step in, speak up, stay locked in. This is Inside the Game.
Are you ready to create unforgettable moments for your audience? NSN offers professional live streaming and full broadcast services tailored to your needs. From high-quality production to exceptional coverage, we ensure your game or event becomes a spectacle to remember. Book your next game with us today. Call 586-304-4405 to schedule your broadcast and let NSN bring the action to life like never before.
The Flint City Bucks are Michigan's top soccer franchise with 4 national championships, 9 conference titles, and 15 Great Lakes Division titles. They have produced 107 players for Major League Soccer, and they focus on attracting top talent and shaping soccer's future. Michigan Bucks Academy joins NLS Next new competition tier starting in September of 2025. This offers elevated levels of play and flexibility for high school participation. The Academy will provide premier development, high-performance training, and exposure to scouts through regional tournaments and MLS Next events. For more information on tryouts, training programs, and key updates as we prepare for our first season in MLS Next new tier, visit MichiganBucksAcademy.com.
If you are interested in participating in a sport that requires skill, fitness, strategic thinking, and team play, soccer offers opportunities at various levels to improve fitness and coordination. Whether you prefer casual participation, competitive play, or joining a futsal league, our organization provides a welcoming environment to learn new skills and meet new people. Register today for the Macomb Soccer Summer Camp from July 14th to 18th. The camp will be led by Kansas City's professional players James Togba and Mike De Silva. It is open to boys and girls aged 6 through 16 with an early bird registration fee of $175 if registered by July 7th. Gain knowledge from professionals in an engaging and competitive setting. For further information, visit mrsl.us. Accelerate your soccer journey this summer at Oakland University. From June 30th to July 31st, players will have the incredible opportunity to refine their skills under the guidance of Oakland University soccer coaches. Train at world-class facilities while gaining insight into life in a collegiate environment. These camps cater to a range of skill sets and ages from youth programs to the Elite ID program, ensuring participants are surrounded by peers who challenge and inspire. As one of the premier soccer institutions in the Horizon League, Oakland University University soccer program offers an unparalleled environment for growth and development. Don't miss your chance. Register now at OaklandBoysSoccerCamps.com. Experience the thrill of the game like never before with NSN's Game Rewind. Dive into full match commentaries enhanced with cutting-edge dynamic graphics, letting you relive the highs and lows of your favorite matches in astonishing detail. Whether it's a championship win or a legendary play, NSN Game Rewind bridges the past and future with a broadcast experience designed to captivate. Call 586-304-4405 and start watching today.
The 2025 UDM Boys Summer College Prospect ID Camp is designed for field players and goalkeepers seeking exposure to college coaches, professional training sessions, competitive matches, and insight into the college soccer environment. Directed by the UDM men's soccer staff, this camp is ideal for players serious about advancing their soccer careers. On July 26th and 27th, the camp becomes a perfect platform for aspiring athletes to showcase their talent and commitment. For more information and to register, visit DetroitMercySoccerCamps.com. The 2025 UDM Boys Summer College Prospect ID Camp is designed for field players and goalkeepers seeking exposure to college coaches, professional training sessions, competitive matches, and insight into the college soccer environment. Directed by the UDM men's soccer staff, this camp is ideal for players serious about advancing their soccer careers. On July 26th and 27th, the camp becomes a perfect platform for aspiring athletes to showcase their talent and commitment. For more information and to register, visit DetroitMercySoccerCamps.com.
Chaos FC is a soccer club in Macomb County, Michigan, dedicated to player development through professional training. Our mission is to offer a safe, positive environment that nurtures youth talent. We aim to help players reach their full potential and compete at high levels in MYSL, MSP, SP, and MRL. We provide equal opportunities for all players to develop skills, knowledge, and appreciation for soccer through top-tier training and positive coaching. Our goal is to help players grow as individuals, promoting life skills such as sportsmanship, teamwork, goal setting, and fair play. Learn more today by visiting chaosfc.us. Boost your brand with NSN's live soccer broadcast, reaching a passionate audience in real time. Engage fans during thrilling soccer matches. Maximize visibility with tailored ad packages. Add 30-second or 60-second commercials for concise, impactful messaging and greater audience connection. Call 586-304-4405 and start your campaign today.
This is Inside the Game, where passion meets precision. Jonathan Turner, Nathan Wengler, and John Natale are your hosts, breaking down every goal, every controversy, every match that matters. From the heart of American soccer to the global stage. No fluff, just football. Weekdays at 9 a.m. live on YouTube, Roku TV, Facebook, Twitter, and all listening platforms. Step in, speak up, stay locked in. This is Inside the Game.
Create unforgettable moments for your audience? NSN offers professional live streaming and full broadcast services tailored to your needs. From high-quality production to exceptional coverage, we ensure your game or event becomes a spectacle to remember. Book your next game with us today. Call 586-304-4405 to schedule your broadcast and let NSN bring the action to life like never before.
Flint City Bucks are Michigan's top soccer franchise with 4 national championships, 9 conference titles, and 15 Great Lakes Division titles. They have produced 107 players for Major League Soccer, and they focus on attracting top talent and shaping soccer's future. Michigan Bucks Academy joins MLS Next new competition tier starting in September of 2025. This offers elevated levels of play and flexibility for high school participation. The Academy will provide premier development, high-performance training, and exposure to scouts through regional tournaments and MLS Next events. For more information on tryouts, training programs, and key updates as we prepare for our first season in MLS Next new tier, visit MichiganBucksAcademy.com.
If you are interested in participating in a sport that requires skill, fitness, strategic thinking, and team play, soccer offers opportunities at various levels to improve fitness and coordination. Whether you prefer casual participation, competitive play, or joining a futsal league, our organization provides a welcoming environment to learn new skills and meet new people. Register today for the Macomb Soccer Summer Camp from July 14th to 18th. The camp will be led by Kansas City's professional players James Togba and Mike De Silva. It is open to boys and girls aged 6 through 16 with an early bird registration fee of $175 if registered by July 7th. Gain knowledge from professionals in an engaging and competitive setting. For further information, visit mrsl.us. Accelerate your soccer journey this summer at Oakland University. From June 30th to July 31st, players will have the incredible opportunity to refine their skills under the guidance of Oakland University soccer coaches. Train at world-class facilities while gaining insight into life in a collegiate environment. These camps cater to a range of skill sets and ages from youth programs to the Elite ID program, ensuring participants are surrounded by peers who challenge and inspire. As one of the premier soccer institutions in the Horizon League, Oakland University soccer program offers an unparalleled environment for growth and development. Don't miss your chance. Register now at oaklandboyssoccercamps.com.
We welcome you back to Red Bank, New Jersey, here at Count Basie Park for the second half of action between FC Monmouth and Penn Fusion Soccer Academy. All knotted after 45 minutes. We got 45 more to go, and I'm sure a lot of goals will be in store if the first half was any sort of warning for what's to come. Penn Fusion got on the board first. It was early on in the game that Nina Cantor, the Princeton commit, was able to find the back of the net, but was quickly canceled out after a rocket from Ali Serlinga. That ball went upper 90, and FC Monmouth celebrated with great cheer and great joy because goals like that don't come around too often. And what a shot it was. I'm sure that will get some good views on Twitter and social media after the game. But for now, FC Monmouth has all eyes on 3 points. They need to win both games today and tomorrow in order to secure a spot in the WPSL playoffs. They're also going to need some help from both the South Jersey Elite Barons and Delaware Ospreys. And help in the sense they need both of those teams to drop some points within the next few games. As it stands, the Elite Barons are first in the WPSL. They have 8 games played. FC Monmouth also 8 games played. They're second. The Ospreys are third. Real Central fourth. And then to round it out, it goes Philadelphia, Penn Fusion, and Fever. Although it is probably one of the more even conferences, not much separates these two teams. And we could even see it in the first 45. Penn Fusion was, by all means, the better side. They played some great soccer. Nina Cantor, near side of your screen, number 27, caused havoc on the left wing. They also had some great build-up play. Number 25, you can see on the ball, Kira Kemmerly is a U.S. Youth National Team player. Really high caliber midfielder, as is Quinones on the ball. And all of these players have come together to build a really formidable team. However, Penn Fusion does rotate their roster a lot. Mention it in the first half. 7 players from this exact game, the reverse fixture last week, are not on the field for Penn Fusion. Their whole back line and 3 out of their 4 midfielders are switched. That number might be even higher, as Becca Miller was scheduled to start. However, have yet to see her on the field, so it leads me to believe that Caitlin Wall was actually the one to replace her as a starter. Kemmerly's fouled by Caitlin Pettit. No card, just a whistle, at least for now. Ref did a great job controlling that first half. Nothing got out of hand. All the offside calls were definitely offsides for the ARs. So overall, really well officiated game thus far. Always makes the home crowd happy. As Cantor with her back to net. What a back heel to Maura Fisher. And it's Cantor again. Her ball back post. Searching for Caitlin Wall. This soars over her head a little bit. Makes it tough to take it down and get a header. And a counter attack for FC Monmouth. It'll be Sonny Dielmo to lead the charge. At the right wing, it's a one-on-one. Dielmo slips it through to Gabby Miller. Miller feeds it back to Dielmo, who gets clipped. Perhaps a little unhappy with that as she's dispossessed. And Omatayo drives the ball forward. Now it's Cantor. Cantor on her right foot. This is dangerous. Her shot! Side netting. That is stunning from Nina Cantor. She's got a brace. And Penn Fusion regain their lead. It's 2-1 here at Count Basie Park.
With a goal for Penn Fusion in the 50th minute, number 27, Nina Cantor.
And to quote Olivia Rodrigo, did you just get deja vu? Nina Cantor 5 minutes into the half, yet again with another goal. It makes it 2 on the day for the Fusion, 2 on the day for number 27. It's a well-deserved goal. She just caused an absolute tear in that attacking third throughout those first 45 minutes. Much of the same here in the first 5. As FC Monmouth finally get their first corner of the game.
Town corner kick, stomp your feet, make some noise.
It'll be Sonny Diemo with the Otters on the corner kick. Can Monmouth find another early response after Cantor scored the first goal of the day? Monmouth responded within 5 minutes. 2, actually. And it's Serlinga again, left-footed attempt. That was almost something. Outside the box, Ali Serlinga with a huge shot. Just gets under that ball perhaps a little too much. Got to get head, knees, and shoulders over it. She was looking for that upper 90 to try to get it by Addison Etter, the goalkeeper today for Penn Fusion. We didn't have to talk about a whole lot in that first half, which is always good if you're a goalkeeper. Staying out of the limelight. And here's a counter, another dangerous opportunity. The shot comes in, Swafford jumps up, makes the save. As FC Monmouth have done all season long, 2 goalies, one in the first half, one in the second. Nelly Bianchi-Nagel will be on the bench for the next 45 as Lawrence Swafford is officially in the game. They also both split time with Sage Santa Cruz, so a cycle of 3 goalies that play for the blue and gold. After advantage being played, a ref says, let's bring it back. Gabby Miller was held. .50-50. Eventually won out by Gabby Miller and FC Monmouth, but Camerly has just been everywhere in the midfield. Again, breaking up play, and real quickly, Penn Fusion win it. It's been so tough for FC Monmouth to have any sort of meaningful possession when the Penn Fusion midfield are simply just pests. A coach's dream, though, and I'm sure Ellis Badillo is very happy with his team's performance in this one. Miller trying to skip the defense, look for Dielmo up top. Unable to do so, however, Monmouth will stick with it, keep the ball. And hopefully try to find their answer now officially 10 minutes into the second half of action. Grace Crowley as Sienna commit is stripped of the ball. Grace Crowley had a really great start to the season, FC Monmouth have rotated with a lot of different fullbacks. It's one of those positions where so many talented players from this local area play, so the team is just loaded with fullbacks. Makes it a very tough spot to really hold your own and keep that role day in and day out. Kiki to Garcia. Garcia's shot rattles a crossbar, and Pettit's there. Pettit with the follow-up, so close. It's a game of inches. The ball doesn't go past the line off of a thunderbolt from Garcia. And Caitlin Pettit was an inch away as she lunged to get the ball on the follow-up. But the second chance was one out by Penn Fusion.
Is a multidisciplinary healthcare facility offering true one-on-one physical therapy, chiropractic care, acupuncture, personal training, and sports recovery. Current Rehab gets you where you need to be because they care. Thanks to Current Rehab for their support of FC Monmouth.
Great technical display by Dielmo as, again, she looks direct for Serlinga. It's tough for FC Monmouth right now to find anything of true substance, as the direct balls have been won out by Penn Fusion, but playing on the ground is tough because Penn Fusion's defense is just so disciplined, and their midfielders come back on defense. Their wingers, you could see with Cantor just about 2 minutes ago, also get involved. But Alexis Garcia has the best chance of the second half. Number 9 in the Ocean Blue kits. Her shot just so close to being a work of art. Although it is always fun to see anybody hit the crossbar. But when you get under the crossbar and the ball bounces and it's right by the 6-yard line, that's where it's a rarity. Quinones with the toe poke away. Paige Seitz, 13 minutes in, will be the first direct second half substitution. Caitlin Pettit to come off. Paige Seitz, the WPSL Offensive Player of the Week for Match Week 5. Has the most production out of any player on this FC Monmouth women's team this season.
Ladies and gentlemen, a change for FC Monmouth in the 60th minute. Entering the match, number 7, Paige Seitz. She's replacing number 23, Caitlin Pettit.
Kemmerly back to Quinones to Cantor. That's the big 3 right there. Working in a triangle. And here's a break. Serlinga. Inside, outside. Ken Quinones. Just everywhere on this field. What a ball in behind. It's Harkins, her shot saved by Swafford. Follow-up also saved. Lauren Swafford keeps this game 2-1. Swafford, the PDA goalkeeper, committed to Rutgers University, seen as one of the top goalkeeping recruits in the state of New Jersey. Dressed in red, a color she'll definitely get used to in the next 4 years with the Scarlet Knights. Been very impressed with Penn Fusion's performance. Their play really just indicates that the team has maybe underperformed at some times throughout this year. They're on 9 points through 7 games. And that's very close, as the Ospreys are on 13 points through 7 games. Penn Fusion had a rough start to the season. They lost to Real Central before a win against the Liberty. However, that was preceded by 3 consecutive losses, including a 4-0 defeat to the South Jersey Elite Barons. Have finally gotten back on their feet as of late, as FC Monmouth with a great attempt and tripping into the box is Ali Serlinga, and hard to decipher if the referee pointed to the spot. Yes, he did. Players are going to clear the way. Wasn't the most dedicated arm I've seen, but regardless, Paige Seitz will step up to the spot. Penalty kick. Seitz has delivered from the spot once before. She's 1 for 1 on the season. We will see if history repeats itself. Paige Seitz, the WPSL Match Week 5 Offensive Player of the Week. And she skies it, hits it over the bar. Unlucky for Paige Seitz. And shout out to her teammate Alexis Garcia and Gabby Miller going over to console her. Never an easy moment for a player as Seitz walks back into the midfield. If there's anybody who has the capacity to recover from that, it is Paige Seitz. She gets on the ball real quickly after the missed penalty. Came up real big in FC Monmouth's Tuesday night game against Real Central, New Jersey, which was a 3-2 win. She provided the assist, a really nice assist at that, in the 89th minute. And look at that, 1-2. With Crowley out on the wing. That ball stayed in bounds. Gabby Miller. Crowley with a great one-touch feed to Barber. However, she came from an offside position and will be flagged.
Ladies and gentlemen, Buffalo Wild Wings of Eatontown is the official sports bar of FC Monmouth. The Monmouth Mall location
Nina Cantor.
was opened in 2010, and they were the first Buffalo Wild Wings location in New Jersey. The sports bar restaurant, famous for its wings, burgers, and sporting atmosphere, has been thriving ever since. Thanks to B-Dubs of Eatontown for their support of FC Monmouth.
Haven't seen a whole lot of Nina Cantor since she scored that goal. And again, perhaps Penn Fusion haven't need to seen her. They haven't had to work the ball through her as much. Her very content on dropping into a lower block and just winning this game. So Monmouth had a great chance to come back. Alexis Garcia had a great shot, and then Paige Seitz had that penalty kick, which he hit over the bar. And this game is still 2-1. 65 minutes in. All of a sudden, an open spot of play for Penn Fusion. Hits Kemberly. Northwestern commit eventually loses it out to Grace Crowley. But right back to Cantor. Quinones breaks up the play. Cantor on her right foot looking for that same shot into the back post. A tricky angle and unable to hit it cleanly as Stella Saad comes back into this game.
Ladies and gentlemen, with a change for FC Monmouth in the 67th minute, entering the match, number 30, Stella Saad, replacing number 4, Sunny Dielmo.
At the half for the FC Monmouth men's game, it was 1-1 against Kingston Stockade. We'll keep you in tune with everything on the men's side as this game rolls along as well, and that Northeast Conference clash. Alexis Garcia bulldozes her way through this Penn Fusion midfield. That's what it's going to take. Just some hard-nosed running, some tough play for FC Monmouth to crack the code against Penn Fusion today. Sights. Trips on the ball. Kiki Barber's there to win it. However, play is going to get called back. And yet another free kick. Cantor looking for that hat trick. Not the hat trick these FC Monmouth home fans are rooting for. They're looking at Adley Serlinga, number 15 up top, dressed in blue, to score those 3 goals. Maybe earn some free Chick-fil-A as a result, as Penn Fusion again are just so stingy defensively. Shot from Harkins. Looks like it's going to roll out. Cantor keeps it. No, she doesn't. Ref says that went out, as Maddie Combs will run onto the field, looking to help out Penn Fusion in their final 22 minutes of this matchup. Cantor, left foot. Ella Gironi. Gironi's ball. Spin, shot, saved. Shot courtesy of Tegan Harkins. And the save from Lauren Swafford. Harkins, one of the younger players on this team. Another member of this Penn Fusion squad who were called into the U.S. Youth National Team system, as was Kemmerly in the midfield, and you could see why right there. So much composure on the ball. Cantor cuts it in, right foot. Switch ball across the field. Ava McCloskey trying to connect with the volley. That's a tough skill.
Ladies and
And
gentlemen,
unable to hit it cleanly.
I'd rather not do laundry tomorrow because you just got a brand new t-shirt. Make some noise. Let's chuck some shirts into the crowd. You gotta make some noise if you want those shirts.
Got less than 20 on the clock at Count Basie Field in the beautiful Red Bank, New Jersey. 2-1 in favor of Penn Fusion. You're watching on the National Soccer Network. Chris Daly, happy to be with you in case you're new to the stream. Nina Cantor, number 27 on Penn Fusion, has scored 2 goals today. It's a brace for her. She is now officially out of the game. It'll be interesting to see if she's able to come back on. She is on a hat-trick watch. As Caitlin Wall is back onto the pitch.
Ladies and gentlemen, a change for
Quinones
Penn Fusion in
going forward. Quinones left foot just over the bar.
Entering the match for Penn Fusion. Number 32, Caitlin Wall, replacing number 27, Nina Cantor.
Sights with the throw-in. That's lovely from Stella Saad. And what a ball to Ali Serlinga for her second of the day. One out by Ella Jerome. Or Jerome, excuse me, who comes in, the rising freshman at the University of South Carolina upstate. Saves the day here for Penn Fusion. This would be a huge 3 points as they look to climb the table. They have a game in hand on FC Monmouth. It is valuable to note they also have 2 games in hand on the 2 teams in front of them. That is Real Central and the Ukrainian Nationals. With a win, they would jump the Nationals. They would be in 5th place. And if they're able to pick up some more results along the way, there's no reason why they can't soar into either 2nd or 3rd here in the Colonial Division. Left for Fusion after this one is a tango with Fever SC, and they will then head to Delaware as they face off against the Ospreys. That is next Saturday. Their game against Fever is Wednesday night. Gabby Miller on her right foot. She has Sights back post. Rather at the top of the 18. Sights opens up, running with speed. Playing angry, and Sights is frustrated. Interesting call. Sights isn't one to snap back like that, and she did have her arms out, extended almost like a push, so she must have been fouled right before that.
Ladies and gentlemen, the
Deceiving angle here from the press box.
Yellow card in the 75th minute to number 32 on Penn Fusion, Caitlin Wall.
So it'll be Caitlin Wall who gets the yellow as a Wall is set up for Penn Fusion. Ali Serlinga left footed. We'll be curious to see if she shoots this. That she does. And it goes right to Addison Eder. Serlinga just didn't get that whippage on the ball she was hoping for. FC Monmouth's last game of the season, a regular season, as they do still have a chance for playoffs, will be tomorrow night at 7 p.m. right here at Count Basie Field against Real Central, New Jersey. Important to note that is Real Central, not Real as in Real Madrid. Ball into the 18. Easily won out by Addison Eder.
Ladies and gentlemen, change for FC Monmouth in the 76th minute. Coming into the match is number 19, Victoria Pungello, replacing number 8, Gabby Miller.
Ball evades defense over their heads before it trickles its way into the territory of Addison Etter. Number 44 dressed in neon orange. Hasn't had to do too much work today. That's the goalkeeper joining Brown University in the fall. Another member of this Penn Fusion team, by the way, who were called up to the youth national team. She was, as part of the U14 camps, ranked 160th in the country by Top Drawer Soccer. As the shot from Fusion goes over the bar, hits the field goal post. The iconic NFL theme song music on Fox reigns in here in Red Bank. Omatayo and McCloskey link up. Fusion trying to find that third goal, put the cherry on top today here at Count Basie Field. They're up by a score of 2-1. Both goals scored by Nina Cantor, who is currently on the bench. Her shin pads are off. Doesn't look like she'll come back onto the field. And if that's the case, what a great shift it was from her.
Ladies and gentlemen, JAG Physical Therapy is one of the fastest growing comprehensive physical and occupational therapy practices with over 160 locations throughout New Jersey, New York, and Pennsylvania. Get back the life you love with JAG Physical Therapy, providing rehabilitative care to all, including sports teams. For more information or to book your appointment, go to jagpt.com.
And now, Fusion looking to get in behind. It's Paige Seitz. Her pass just cut out. FC Monmouth going to look to their bench soon, as there is some movement. Sunny Dielmo makes her way onto the track. It does appear as if she'll be talking to some spectators, and Swafford makes a save. Rolls it out with urgency. That is the name of the game now. Less than 12 minutes on the clock here at Count Basie Field. FC Monmouth and their playoff hopes are at stake. They need to win both this game today as well as their clash against Real Central New Jersey tomorrow night if they want to have any shot at making the WPSL playoffs in their debut season as members of the league. The cross in from Fusion right to the front post, where Swafford quickly scoops it up as 80 minutes are soon to strike the clock.
Very shortly. So if you didn't get a ticket yet, now's the time to do so.
Ball one out by Grace Crowley. Allie Nace will come onto the game. Fresh legs in the final 10 minutes. Ali Serlinga to check off. Serlinga, the forward at University of Miami, scored the lone goal of the day so far for FC Monmouth.
Replacing number 15, Ali Serlinga.
Serlinga's shot was right at this 10-yard line in the first half, and it rattled the back of the net. It was a world-class finish on her left foot as well. Very impressive from Ali Serlinga, who has been a key contributor to the Blue and Gold and their 2025 campaign. And just adds to her collection as she is now the leading goal scorer for the Blue and Gold on the season. FC Monmouth dispossessed in the middle of the park. Salazar loses it. Garcia trying to win the ball back quickly. And Monmouth need a ball. There's no time to waste. 9 minutes left. Season and the postseason on the line. Cantor's shin pads are back on. She's at the halfway line. Will be coming into this game on hat-trick alert. Paige Seitz looks for Saad, intervened by Maura Fisher, and Fisher's pass doesn't find a teammate. Here's a chance for FC Monmouth. It's Allie Naismith hold-up play. However, Monmouth have an injury, so there will be a whistle and a brief break. Advantage was called as well, but FC Monmouth are now definitely going to have to look to their bench with it appears to be Jackie Graham just limping after a brief knock.
The change for Penn Fusion.
Kira Kemmerly comes off for Penn Fusion.
Re-entering the match, number 27, Nina Cantor, replacing
Peyton Gallagher to Seitz. Seitz with a nice through ball. One away by Omatayo, and that's a clearance and a half. Expect to see a lot of those in the next 8 minutes. Hit it to the corner, shield out the ball, and just watch this time tick away for Penn Fusion. Meanwhile, FC Monmouth going to have to start looking direct. Get numbers forward, get numbers behind, and win that first ball. If not, win that second ball. Go from there. Saad to Seitz. Seitz calls for a corner. She's going to get it. FC Monmouth have one of their few corners of the day.
Corner kick. Let's make some noise. Cheer on FC Monmouth.
With no time to waste, Seitz will take it. Her ball is a nice one. Back post. Punched away by Addison Etter. Great goalkeeping. Commanding her 6-yard box. No chance for any FC Monmouth player as Kakamo and Kassler will come onto the field. Kakamo to provide some offensive firepower. Meanwhile, Kassler somewhere in between. She'll probably be playing that holding midfield role for now as FC Monmouth like to have a lot of players in. And Paige Seitz is wide open, top of the box. Surprised FC Monmouth didn't look for that ball right to her, but it lands in her feet anyway. Seitz tries to dazzle her way through. She's dispossessed. And now it's Penn Fusion with a counterattack of their own. They've definitely calmed down from the offensive frenzy that they were putting on a bit earlier in the day. Even earlier in this half, it was all Penn Fusion. Monmouth have worked their way into this game. And a shot from way downtown almost sneaks into the back of the net. Swafford made sure. Sigh of relief from the FC Monmouth bench. Lou Santa Cruz watches on. He's the head coach today for the Blue and Gold. Head of all things for PDA Shore girls soccer. Really well-respected figure within this Jersey Shore soccer community. And now Seitz his through ball. Doesn't find the mark.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Cantor with the switch.
50-50 tickets. We're going to announce our winning number right now. On the green ticket, 283.
Harkins, her corner.
096. 283.
as it finds its way into the 18.
If you have the winning number, come on up to the press box. Again, green ticket 283096. Had the fan going has helped.
In case you were wondering, it's still 1-1 up at Dietz Stadium right now between FC Monmouth and Kingston Stockade in the League for Clubs. TLFC, partner league for the Women's Premier Soccer League. Here in the press box, we have our 50-50 winner. Someone's lucky day. Blue and gold and the whole organization hoping it's theirs as well. Looking for late goals. It's Juliana Kakamo in behind. Kakamo's touch. Kakamo's shot wide.
Congratulations to Maria from Middletown, the winner of tonight's 50-50 contest.
Best attempt we've seen in a while from FC Monmouth. Came thanks to Juliana Kakamo, the Monmouth University forward. Four-year letter winner when she was at Howell High School, scored 35 goals there, and has since played 5 years of college ball with the Hawks. So close to finding that equalizer. 87 minutes now gone in this one here at Count Basie Park. As I sit back down, sort through everything here in the press box. It's Monmouth looking for an opening. A great press by Marley Besser, and all of a sudden, a chance for Gallagher, her shot. Deflected by a couple of Penn Fusion defenders. Less than 2 minutes of regular time. Penn Fusion in the lead. Nina Cantor has scored both of the goals. Ali Serlinga for FC Monmouth on the bench. She's the goal scorer for the blue and gold. Fatigue is starting to show. It's a hot one today at the Jersey Shore, as it will be for the rest of the summer. Regular season winding down. FC Monmouth need a win to stay in playoff contention. Right now, though, I think they'd be happy if they could just get a draw and try to finish this season as high as possible in the Colonial Division. It's a really even table right now. Teams are neck and neck, and you can tell with Penn Fusion, who are sort of at the bottom of the table. They're 6 out of 7 teams. But the way they're playing, it just goes to show the quality is in this division. Penn Fusion knows what it takes to win. They've only won this Colonial Division 6 times. As Cantor for the hat trick. Her touch just a little too heavy and a little too slow. Swafford boots it. Doesn't connect. Cantor. What a chip. Behind the head of Grace Crowley. Offsides is called. There haven't been too many stoppages in play, especially within the second half. So can't imagine too much added time is added. Maybe a minute and a half to 2 minutes. It's definitely plausible. Anything above that? Probably not. Left-footed attempt. Courtesy of Caitlin Wall. Goes over the bar and I like this urgency from Swafford as she runs out to get it from the ball girl. WPSL action right here, our National Soccer Network. Graham turns over the top. Unable to connect yet again. Monmouth looking direct, but they need to get numbers up, especially their midfield have to push at this point. They have to squeeze Penn Fusion into this territory of the pitch. Much easier said than done, though, with 90 minutes in the tank for a lot of these players. That's exactly what they needed from Allie Nace. Allie Nace with a great through ball to Juliana Kakamo. The crowd applauds the effort, especially from Nace. And that's a foul. And a yellow card. Maddie Combs, a little too physical on that play.
The referee has issued a yellow card in the second minute of added time to Penn Fusion's number 33, Maddie Combs.
Here it is, everything FC Monmouth have worked for in these 90 minutes. A chance for the second goal of the game, so close. And the ref says that's it. It'll remain 2-1. Penn Fusion march into Red Bank, and they acquire a crucial 3 points. FC Monmouth's playoff hopes are over, but it's been a very successful season in their debut campaign here in the Women's Premier Soccer League. However, it's not done yet. FC Monmouth play Real Central New Jersey tomorrow night at 7 p.m. But for now, that is all she wrote. Chris Daly from the National Soccer Network and New Logical Sports. Thank you so much for sticking with us throughout this broadcast. Hope to see you live here tomorrow, and if you want to come, fcmonmouth.com/tickets if you want to see the action in real life. But for now, Chris Daly from Red Bank signing off.
Make sure you follow what's going on with the club at
Boost your brand with NSN's live soccer broadcast, reaching a passionate audience in real time. Engage fans during thrilling soccer matches. Maximize visibility with tailored ad packages. Add 30-second or 60-second commercials for concise, impactful messaging and greater audience connection. Call 586-304-4405 and start your campaign today.